Right, so the Touran's gone. Merc's gone. Gonna get back spending some time on my actual babies. So get rid of these junky tyres. Gonna put some new control arms on. Got a bit of an engine leak. Got this to come back on properly because it blew off when I was driving. A few other bits and bobs. As you can see, the paint job's not holding up too bad for it being a quick roller job. Petrol flap needs sorted, but needs a full thing welded in properly if I want to get that sitting flush. I can manage with that. But a few jobs to do. Gotta get it up on stands, take all the wheels off. But it's time to get things moving again with the toys. As I was saying, Triumph, just sitting here till I get round to it. Ooh, I love the smell of the old car. Oh, right. So that's the wheels off. I'll have a good look underneath it. Shouldn't be too bad. It's a couple of years now since I've done the sills, full outers and inners, which you can see still are really. Both sides. See, everything's a bit rusty. So like a paint, one gonna miss everywhere. Same under here on the rear arm. Calipers. So as with most things, the deeper you go, the more you start finding. So I've got a water leak. That's what I'm trying to sort out at the minute. I thought it was coming from this hose here. I still think it is, or the pipe that it connects to, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to have to take a little bit more off so I can see better. As you can see, I've already got a few wires off. So we're going to unplumb that pipe. I've just had it off before. I'm pretty sure that's where it's coming from. This is the highest point where I'm seeing water leakage. Hoping it's had a head gasket. I don't think it is though. We're off the VR6, getting some new tyres on. Just give them a check of paint. Where are we at? Oi. Need some paint in here now. See, there's a hole in the bottom. Right on the bloody bottom. So that's gonna be a nightmare. So I think I'm thinking it's just a press-in fitting. So I'm gonna go and try and remove it and try and get a new one, because that's right at the base. There's the hole there at the bottom. See the light shining out of the wall? Oh, there we go. Right at the not a very good place. So it's either get a new nipple and press it in, or bang a bit JB weld on for now. So I'm struggling to find the exact size nipple, to be honest, so I'm just gonna put some JB weld on for now. If it holds up, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. At least for now, watch what though. So if it keeps leaking after we do this JB weld, then we're not just getting a new nipple and pressing it in. Right, I'll leave that to go off. Hole's covered. Whether or not it will withstand the heat of the engine, we'll see. And if it does not last, we'll replace the whole nipple. fix another water leak where that pipe drains on there. You can see where it had been leaking. I fixed it with some JB weld. If it fails again, I'll just have to get a full new nipple to top there, block in, because it was right at the bottom. But in our budget and run. I've been fannying around this wire as came out of its thing, so I've got some repair terminals to fix that. We have this nice little battery cover, which just tidies the engine bay up nicely, I think. Rough and ready. What else in here? I did give it a lick of paint. That would flash. Everything's just gone in black. Wheels black. There might be a tint of red in here and there. So I've just put some tyres on the wheels because I did have tyres on that were massive. So lower profile. Paint them black just with the brush. No flash. I haven't even been cured properly though, and as you can see when they've put the tyres on, it's just come off, but we'll fix that in that rat look. But where I'm at the minute, as you can see again, more broken wires from the back of the brake sensor there that's going to need fixed. It's stretched at the minute with the way that is. Need to take that off there. So that needs repaired. As you can see, the drop links knackered. So they're coming off. New ones of them on the way, and the track rod end. I'm putting some new ones of them on. So we're going to take them off. Got the back wheels on. 20mm spacers. So I'll give it all a paint underneath as well. It's pretty solid underneath, like. I done full inner and outer sills a couple of years back, and they're holding up pretty well. So, yep, everything underneath painted and tidied up a little bit, just for that bit extra protection. Exhaust could do with a refresh light, but it's not blown or anything. Sills are looking alright. I've got the skirts to go on, like, but it's missing like the front plastic fascia which goes onto the front of the side skirt. I need to get some of them. Come up with some way around it so it doesn't look dodgy with all the bits sticking out. Next up, I've got the water pump, which is behind this pulley. So I need to loosen an engine mount down there. Loosen that engine mount. So you can see better now. That nut there holds on a bracket to hold them electrical cables. And underneath that nut is the engine mount nut. And we've got that one down the front. That at the back there, which will just slacken. As you can see, the wires all need to tidy up. All the wrap that they've had on from factories come off. As you can see, the same with them ends. I'll need wrapped. A bit of protection on them. So got the engine jacked. They're ready to lift up once the mounts are loose. So that's both the mounts off. Jacked up on a good old angle there, just enough to get access to the bolts. Looks precarious, like, to say the least. That one's still in, slackened though. So at least it gives us a bit of access to get this cleaned while I'm here. So I may as well do that. But yeah, water pump. See if I can crack these bolts off. Thought that was going to be the case. It's just turning, isn't it? So that one's come off alright, but the other two aren't. So this one isn't original. Oh. That one's spinning though. You see it's rounded. Two down. I've just drilled the head out and then hit it with a hammer and a chisel. Did the job. So I get some new bolts for the pulley to go back onto the new one. So again, just drilled it out, bashed it with a hammer and the chisel, and then that's them all off now. So just got to wind a 8mm bolt down there to take the tension off the pulley, off the belt even, and then wriggle that out and take the water pump out.
Should I do the wheels?
Oh yeah. Oh. It's good to have some little helpers. Yeah. Right, so you can see the water pumps out. I've given the engine a little bit of a tidy up down the side while I'm here. Painted them silver, put some black paint on there. Give that a wire. Still the wires to tidy up. Bit of paint on there. I mean, it's not special, but it's a lot tighter than what it was. So there's the one we took out. Rusted the bits. That's it a bit better, they can hear it. Just feels a bit loose compared to this. Just feels nice and firm, so hope that's that squeaking noise. Pretty sure it is. We're gonna get that put back, drop links on, get the tracker ends on, fill it up with coolant, drop it on the floor, and then it's just that little bit of wiring to do for now. Obviously lots to do still, but that's enough to get it back on the floor and roll in the boot. So obviously with the bolts snapping, I've needed some new bolts. I'm reckoning they're about 12mm long, which I didn't have. But I did have some slightly longer, so I've just cut them down with a hacksaw to the right length. Just about to do that one. So just chopping off down the length of the nut, and that'll get us pretty much the right length. So you get a new O-ring with the new water pump, but I'll still put a bit of rubber gasket on as well, and a bit of thread locker on the bolts. So let's go. So that's it back in, tension's back on the belt, engine's back on the mounts. So I'll give it a fire up. It was in the water pump. Tell you what, until I get that repair kit for that, I'm going to put a little, I'm going to stick that onto there. track rod ends in the drop links. So that's the driver, drop link on, track rod end on, all tightened up. Nice. Or maybe not so nice. Oh, fucking hell. Put the drop link on upside down, haven't I? It's been rubbing off the bottom of the wheel. It should have been the other way around. Bent the bloody thing. When will I stop making stupid mistakes? That one's totally come off the bush at the top. And he pulled out the bloody drive down the street and come back up. There was a scraping noise, which I thought was the brakes because it sat for a while. Got back in, looked through the wheel, noticed this. So on that note, catch you in the next one when we fix this again. At least it stopped squealing. That was just on the initial startup. And we're not leaking out the back. So, schoolboy error.